Hello you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome to my channel for the love of. If you're joining for the first time, I want to say welcome and thank you for taking the time to click on this ScentWorx candle review. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, as always, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing for you a candle I've been super eager to get in. It just arrived yesterday. That's none other than, of course, the candle we have right in front of you, Strawberry Glazed Donut by ScentWorx. Those of you who aren't familiar, this brand ScentWorx is available from Kohls or Kohls.com. This was an online order. Those of you who are still kind of new or aren't super familiar, ScentWorx is a sister company, if I'm not mistaken, to HomeWorx Candles, which is by Slatkin, the guy who created a lot of the old school Bath & Body Works fragrances. So ScentWorx, at least in my experience, and HomeWorx has always created really beautiful scents. It's been a minute, it's been a little while since I've reviewed a HomeWorx or a ScentWorx candle. And you guys, when I dive into the review today, I'll go over it a little bit later, but burning this candle just re-solidified and reminded me of why I buy ScentWorx and HomeWorx candles. This one's really, really good, you guys. I'm so happy I purchased this one. I'll go over the notes and go over details and throw and all that, but on the heels of some not so good candles that I have recently burned, not knocking any brand or anything, but just lack of throw, lack of depth, lack of dimension. It's just so refreshing to have a candle that throws really well and that just has lots of layers and smells amazing. So before I dive into my thoughts on the performance and all that jazz, let's kick it off with the scent notes as I always do, and then I'll dive into the review. Before I hop into the notes on Strawberry Glazed Donut, I do just want to mention for those of you who are curious, this was a Kohl's order, Kohls.com. It did give me the feature and the option to look up local Kohl's stores to see which ones had this fragrance in stock. None were in stock within 50 miles from me, so I wound up doing an online order. At the time of purchase, just so you guys know, these candles do retail for $24.50 a piece. However, they did have a promotion online. Select ScentWorx candles were on sale for $12.50. And then the newer fragrances, their newer collections were on a buy one, get one 50% off, I believe. You can almost always get these on a promotion if you order from Kohls.com. Now, the one downfall with ScentWorx, and I'll just mention this, during Christmas and in last fall, they had a pretty big variety of fragrances. At least at the time I purchased this, which was about a week and a half ago, there wasn't a huge variety. They had a handful of fall clearance candles, and then they had a couple new scents. So Strawberry Glazed Donut is one of the only new ones that they have available online. They did have one other lavender fragrance, which, big shocker, I wound up skipping that one. It was like a lavender mandarin, I believe. And I don't do lavender citrus blends. They just, I don't know, they just don't work for me. So if you do like lavender citrus type blends, check it out. They do have another one available, another newer scent of ScentWorx available. Other than that, it was just their kind of core classic one. So as of right now, I'm not seeing like a huge abundance of new ScentWorx candles. Doesn't mean they're not coming. Like each season, they typically put out like 5 new fragrances. So at the time of filming, the only 2 new ones that I saw were the Strawberry Glazed Donut and then of course the Lavender Mandarin. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to keep watching to see if they wind up putting new ones up, which I would assume they will relatively soon. And diving into the scent notes of Strawberry Glazed Donut. So the scent notes include strawberry, rhubarb, vanilla, and apple. I was surprised to see apple on there. So what do I get from this candle? First of all, on cold, I originally thought this was going to be kind of light, and I was a little surprised. I go, oh no, this one's not going to be super strong. But I doubted the candle. I doubted the candle. I don't doubt it now. But on cold, it did seem a little bit light. Once it warmed up a little bit, I was getting really good, decent wafts on cold of just like a strawberry glaze, like a strawberry icing, strawberry glaze with a little bit of a bakery. Now that this is burning, you guys, this is such a good candle, especially my rhubarb lovers out there. So I'll just quickly mention this. About a year ago, maybe it was 2 years ago, the Bathing Garden put out a beautiful strawberry rhubarb wax melt, but it was amazing. Beautiful, beautiful blend. This kind of has that same rhubarb vibe to me. Don't let the rhubarb note kind of scare you or anything. This is just a really beautiful blend of like strawberry rhubarb with a little bit of like bakery action going on. It's not a heavy bakery candle. It's not like a super hefty, like cakey note or anything like that. Really what I get is a really pretty balance of like a fruity vanilla rhubarb, fruity vanilla strawberry, mixed with a little bit of like a sugary glaze and a little bit of a donut. To me, this is nowhere near as doughy or donutty as, say, like when you think of a Bath and Body Works donut type candle. To me, this is actually more so fruit, icing, vanilla, strawberry, rhubarb. That's what I get out of this. Those of you who are fruit lovers, I still think you might like this because it's mostly fruit. Those of you who like gourmand bakery scents, I think you still might like this because it's a beautiful blend of both. Now, getting into the throw. You guys, again, like I said, I am so glad I burned this candle on the heels of maybe some not so good candles. It's very refreshing to have a candle that actually throws. This candle actually surprised me. Don't know why it did, because any HomeWorks candles I have burned in the past have more times than not performed really, really well. And it just kind of solidified the reason why I buy ScentWorx candles in the first place. They usually have a pretty good throw. So throw on this one, 1 to 10, 10 of course being the strongest. This is like an 8.5. It's maybe even a 9. Now, it's not that the scent itself is so overpowering and just intense. It's that it has a really good, strong throwing power. It's wafting around the areas a candle in my home typically kind of waft and the airflow rests. Not only is it in those areas, but it's wafting to, like, when I went to the other room and I opened the door down the hallway, I actually could smell this candle. And I was actually quite surprised because I was getting like a fruity rhubarb scent. When I first started lighting this, I go, what is that scent? I go, oh my God. I go, that's the candle. I can smell it. Now that it's burning, I'm getting a lot of dimension and depth to it. I'm getting that dimension and depth kind of floating and lingering throughout the house. Fantastic, fantastic candle. What I will say is this one's a quick burner. You're seeing the wicks kind of going all over the place. What you guys also are probably seeing is some of that sooting, okay? This is a first burn for me. So I've had this going the majority of the morning. This is probably going about 3 hours. It's probably time for me to extinguish it, but I want to get a really good burn on it before I reviewed it. This is one of those candles that's gonna burn really, really hot and really, really quick. I haven't had the opportunity to trim the wicks yet because I've been burning it this whole time. You guys are catching some of that black sooting coming up from the wicks. Let me show you. I already know I will have to trim the wicks on this one. So again, this is a first burn. So the wicks are pretty evenly placed on this one. Sometimes some of my ScentWorx candles, they have been kind of placed weirdly. They're a little bit in the center right now, but it doesn't seem to be affecting it. This thing pulled out really, really quickly. So keep in mind, this does burn very, very hot, very, very fast. Nice wax pool already. Again, still to be determined whether or not this one's gonna get kind of burnty and icky near the end. Typically, I haven't had that issue with any of my ScentWorx candles, but still, this is probably not one of those candles you're gonna wanna let go for like 3, 4, 5 hours at all. I would probably say 2.5, 3 hours max. As soon as I'm done filming this, I will wind up extinguishing this, and once it's cooled down, I am gonna trim the wicks. Would I buy this again? Yes. Absolutely. If you are on the fence on getting this candle, just get it. I really think you're gonna like it, especially my rhubarb lovers out there. This is just the perfect spring fragrance. Don't be scared that it says glazed donut. It's not that intense of a bakery note. I think most anyone who enjoys fruit scents and who also enjoys bakery scents, I think both sides would really, really enjoy this scent. This is definitely a repurchase for me. And again, as I said earlier, it just kind of re-solidifies how much I love ScentWorx candles, how terrific the throws usually are. And I'm just very impressed with the performance on this candle. Not to mention the packaging. I've always felt ScentWorx and HomeWorx has very cute packaging and just a nice little extra note on the product itself. It makes a difference. All right, you guys, that's it on today's review of Strawberry Glazed Donut. If you have used this candle, leave it in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are, or if you guys are burning any other ScentWorx candles, HomeWorx candles, or anything. Let me know what you're burning right now. Leave it in the comments below. Before I sign off, I do want to mention to you that I'm on Instagram. So if you're on there, come find me at life, LIFE_with WITH_L. I use my Instagram to post a lot of upcoming videos, purchases, hauls, vendor wax, things like that. So if you're on there, come find me. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this review. As always, I hope you're having an awesome day, evening, weekend, whatever time it is you're watching this video. Until next time, we'll see you later.